Hello friends, the topic which I am going to discuss today is regarding a very important department of industry, pharmaceutical industry, that is quality assurance. So quality assurance department is very much important department because it is umbrella department, means in each department, in each area, the distribution of quality assurance is there, work distribution of quality assurance is there. So we are going to check what are those sections or segments where quality assurance is required, and first we check that one, QA. Now QA in this particular department first comes in process QA or IPQA. Now IPQA means in process QA. In process QA. Now during the processing of a batch, there are so many in process tests and checking of parameters, like suppose tablet filling is going on, means tablet punching is going on, so there may be weight variation checking or friability checking or disintegration checking, or suppose a process of tube filling is going on for paste or any ointment, then the weight variation have to check in process, check that one. So those checks and all which is done during the process is checked by QA also with production, and they used to tabulate, they used to fill the BMR or BPR, whatever is there, batch manufacturing record or batch packing record, and those responsible QA persons are called in process QA. Okay, now next comes the CQA, corporate QA. Corporate QA. Now corporate section, in the name itself you can understand that corporate section used to control the documentation system according to the guideline. Okay, now there may be few changes in the guideline, there may be few general SOPs according to the company policy which have to be implemented in-house in that particular plant. Suppose a particular company have 4-5 plants all over the country. Now there is a corporate policy. The corporate QA people used to check whether those policies are properly implemented in all plants or not, related to all the documents. Maybe it is a corporate protocol, maybe it is a corporate SOP. According to that SOP or according to that protocol, whether the documents in the in-house documents in that particular plant is properly prepared or not, or properly it is maintained in that plant or not. They are called corporate QA. Now next segment comes, that is called validation QA. I already have discussed regarding validation in my previous video, which will give you a very brief idea and overall good idea regarding the validation procedure. So please go through that video, then you will be understood that what is validation, what are the types of validation, and what actually is done in the validation process. So validation process I am just briefing here. That is, before taking any batch, we cannot take any batch suddenly in the plant. There is a procedure of validation. After the validation only a commercial batch can be prepared. So the related works are done by validation QA. They used to check the protocol, they used to take the samples, they used to verify every aspects of the validation batch, and at last the approval of that validation batch protocol or related documents also done by the validation QA. Now next comes engineering QA. There are lot of activities in pharmaceutical engineering section like calibration, preventive maintenance, qualification activities, PLC validation, and those activities are filled with many documentations. Those documentations and those reports and protocols, everything are checked by engineering QA. Now another section used to come, that is quality management QA, QMQA, or quality management system related QA. Now this quality management system related QA, what they used to do, quality systems are properly implemented or not, or whatever has been implemented, that is properly giving its intended result or not. Suppose APQR may be a part of this quality management system. Means APQR means annual product quality review. Suppose the batch is prepared throughout the year, and annually the means productivity of the batch is proper or not, and what we should have to be done for the development of that particular batch according to the present situation. Another thing, risk assessment, whether risk assessment is followed in all the critical areas, major areas or not, or whether change control has been taken for any new implementation or not. Those activities, okay, those activities are done by QMS QA, or quality management system QA. And then next comes review team or review QA. Okay, now what is review? Review means document review, you can easily understand. Now what are the documents? BMR, BPR. Okay, BMR means batch manufacturing record, BPR means batch packing record. Then there may be in the same team QC report review. Okay, but many larger companies, they used to keep one separate team for analytical QA or AQA or analytical QA. Analytical activities are checked by analytical QA. So analytical QA used to check whether the analysis related documents like QC reports, okay, COA, certificate of analysis, QC reports, then protocols, related to QC. Okay, all documents related to quality control. Quality control. Checked and verified by AQA. Okay, now next comes what? EQA over regulatory. Regulatory QA. Regulatory is a very important portion of a company, regulatory portion. They used to check the regulatory related things, means affiliations of a company, licensing, rules, etc. Means this is a kind of legal portion. Now those legal documents are properly implemented or not, or those legal documents have been checked properly before preparing any any document or not, or suppose there is a sudden change in any document, whether that is being followed or not. Those activities are verified by the regulatory QA. Okay, now next comes DQA or development QA. Development QA. Now DQA or development QA is related to all developmental activity. What are the developmental activity? That is, suppose the batch formula FND have FND, when it means formulation and development. R&D means research and development. They have sent some data regarding a new batch. So those data has to be checked. Those data, then the formation of protocol from those data, or technology transfer, tech transfer data to be checked by these QAs. Now, what is tech transfer? Suppose a pilot batch has been prepared. Now that pilot batch have to be converted to commercial batch. Now, before commercial batch, it is called SCLEUP, scale up process. There may be a lot of changes in the technology. So the technology transfer people and development QA people used to verify all those things. So these are the basic areas of quality assurance where a person who have done bachelor degree or have done master degree in pharmaceutical technology, they can join in these areas. These are the aspects of quality assurance department. Thank you. Up to this much this video. Later I will discuss all these aspects and work whatever they used to do individually.